welcome back. Our next guest is a graphic novelist who is bringing to life a story of a 10,000-person riot between Nazis and Jews in Canada, a story of bravery and redemption that has been hidden from history books for far too long, until Jamie Michaels came along. Hello, Jamie.
Hey, Emily.
Welcome, Baruch haba. Welcome home from Winnipeg, Canada.
The second greatest city in the world after Tel Aviv.
After Tel Aviv. So how cold is it in Winnipeg right now?
You know, I don't want to get into details. I don't want to horrify our readers, but bring your parka.
Okay, good to know. All right, so first let's talk about, your start. Like we were talking, like were you the kid in the class that was just always drawing everybody?
Yeah, back to class,
with comments?
pencils, speech bubbles, maybe not high grades, but part of the process.
So what was like the beginning of this as a career for you?
Career is a strong word for what we do, but I really got into it in university, writing short stories, making small comics, and then when I was 21, I thought, I'm going to trick my two best friends. We're going to drop out of university, buy a canoe. We're going to canoe from Winnipeg down to Mexico. And after this trip, we made a comic about it.
And you really did?
Yeah, everybody makes mistakes, why not me?
What? But you canoed. How cool is that? So this is your first book. It looks so retro already.
This is the first one. This is Canoe Boys here.
This is amazing. Wow. And this, did you like start doing stuff on, by hand, and now with technology being the way it is, it's like you have to do it all on computers?
Yeah, so I'm the storyboarder. So I come in and I do the layouts, I kind of do the rudimentary drawings, and it goes to an artist who's more talented than I am. And
you know how to delegate.
Absolutely, it's a life skill. So he kind of breaks down the panels from my work, and we go from there. So it's nice. We're still working on paper, old school. We do some work digitally in the post-production, but we like the old school process.
This is really something. I love it. All right, now I want to show a clip of the project that is your pride and joy right now, then we'll talk about it.
Christie Pitts is the true, incredible history of when young Jewish and Italian immigrants faced off against Nazi-inspired thugs in a 10,000-person race riot on the streets of Toronto. The graphic novel format is the most dynamic, accessible medium for bringing this unknown Canadian history to a new generation of readers.
So, why did we never hear of this, and what exactly happened in these riots? Whoever knew Canada was connected?
So, two great questions. I think that countries really want to have these beautiful, untarnished histories, but it's important that we know where we come from. So, Toronto in 1933, the population is 7.2% Jewish. They're new immigrants, they're first generation, and they're really fighting for their seat at the table of Canada. At the same time, Hitler's become the Chancellor of Germany, and these pro-fascist and proto-fascist sentiments are really taking root in the country. So it boils over and it boils down to Jews versus swastikas in a 10,000-person race riot to say, we have the right to be here, we belong in Canadian society, and I think especially now in the age we live in, that story needs to be told.
So why, and I agree, why a graphic novel is such a perfect current kind of medium for telling history in a way that will not only make it memorable, but also, have people learn a thing or two about Jewish history.
Absolutely. So I think every story has the correct medium. Star Wars has to be a film. Catcher in the Rye needs to be a novel. Christie Pitts has to be a graphic novel. We want to make this accessible so it can be brought into classrooms. You can grapple with this history, start learning it in the course of a weekend, read the graphic novel, and that can be a springboard to learning more about this history.
So you also work, I know that you are getting kind of into the business side of kind of having a publishing house, like specifically for graphic novelists.
Yeah, my father tells me the term business is only used if you make money, but we're doing okay. We're getting there.
I'm going to say you have a Jewish father, you're not going to make a living doing this, so turn it into a business. So this is so you basically just get to have fun, laugh, and be in the comic book world all day long.
Yeah, and we've got a great crew. The artist for the project, Doug Phaedra, has been great to work with, and everyone's kind of giving their 2 cents. Hey, I've got a contact here, I've got a buddy here, so it's very organic, it's very grassroots, and we're having fun.
All right, so now you're here in Israel. You got to work something up your sleeve here.
Absolutely. You never know. Get a small book launch going here. We'll see. I've got 2 weeks, so
well, obviously you're doing well. In your Kickstarter campaign, you've raised quite a bit of money.
Yeah, we did good. The public uptake was terrific, so we're flattered by it. We're humbled.
Amazing. But you're so sweet. You're so cute. Stay here and do a graphic novel about the craziness of i24 News and all the. We're a lot of colorful characters here.
Multi-volume work.
This is called the I. Let's see. We got to come up with a name. But I'm not that quick today. I need another cup of coffee. But thank you so much. You're
Thanks
so
so much for
talented,
having
and
me.
enjoy your trip.